Keep left at the fork to continue on exit 91B. In 2 miles, use the right 2 lanes to take exit 19 toward I-795 north.
I'll be going to the north, baby. Start you off a little jazzy for a minute. On my way doing basic rifle. For those of you who don't know, I'm going to school. So various days since last month.
In half a mile, use the right 2 lanes to take exit 19 toward I-795 north.
Oh yeah. But next week or the week after, I'll be going to rifle instructor. Whoa! Making plans, making moves, baby.
Use the right 2 lanes to take exit 19.
Obviously. show later tonight or Monday. But I'm thinking about a lot of these thoughts that came up lately, like, the gender war by a 21-year-old male who has no interaction with women and his description of it. We have the purple pill section and how they're trying to get wayward black women back over to black men, even though they really don't want to be with you. They still going to have the same attitude about you and think they're better than you, but because COVID showed that they were not as independent as I thought, not even close, now they want to consider marriage. And then we got the Mary Browns of the world who is actually a crony of Cynthia G, but then kicked out of Cynthia G and talked badly about her, but trying to get back into good graces, big up in Cynthia G, Chrissy, Paris Moulin, and trying to tell women that they have no iniquities when it comes to relationships. And yes, it's majority your fault. It's amazing how black men always got to take the bum. Well, we're the leaders. Who said we're the leaders? See, first of all, let's talk about leaders and leadership. What can black men do to punish black women for being disobedient?
In 2 miles, take exit 4 for Owings Mills Boulevard.
What can we do to keep when they go out of line? Can we slap them? Can we deport them? Can we jail them? What can we do? See, I ask guys like that, especially you, Mary, because I'm still looking for you. You want everybody to bring the smoke. Nobody, dude, pick a better fucking picture with them crooked ass glasses. But if we're the leaders, then by that definition alone, the leader, the supervisor, the commander has the right to expel you from your duties, to replace you, right? There's an old saying in the military, when you have a commander who fucked up royally, you get relieved of command, you get fired, terminated. You basically just committed career suicide. Do I think this is all black women? No, there's some good ones out there. Smaller number, of course. Let's be factual.
In half a mile, take exit 4.
Let's look at it this way, man. If we're the leaders, so-called, even though we're in a gynocracy, and even the detractors admitted that shit, wouldn't the men have the ability to relieve the women of their duty and replace them with somebody suitable and capable? I'm just saying. I'm looking at this because a lot of dudes don't understand. This is the reason why I'm a big proponent of black men going to the military. Because you totally understand rank and structure, because the shit is right there in front of you.
Keep left at the fork.
The shit is right there in front of you. So,
continue for 3/4 of a mile.
If black men get passports, date interracially, date black women other than ADOS, aren't they expressing the power of their leadership? Just saying. Aren't they doing what they've been ordained by God to do? And lead the willing, lead those who are willing to follow?
In a 1/4 mile, keep left. Follow signs for Owings Mills Boulevard South.
So, I've always looked at people's words, and I hold them to it. And I'm listening to a Mary talk about how black men need black women more than black women need black men. I said, how? How? Black men are the only reason you have a community. The little bit of us that really gives a fuck anymore. Sorry.
Take the next right onto Red
So,
Boulevard.
When you complain about the men exercising their authority and their power, why are simps like you upset when you're going to say, we're in charge? I'll say it again. Why are simps like you get upset when we're just exercising our God-given power to see who's suitable and who's not? And I do have to pick on the black men for a minute. Why don't you exercise the power? Your greatest power is your indifference. I don't give a damn. Don't be afraid to make these bitches mad. Don't be afraid to make these niggas mad. Don't give a shit. It's not like you giving a better product when you talk to them nicely. They all upset. They want you should see the chats of all these damn simp creators. Not just the Mary, but others. Oh, us women need to we need to go and we need to join up and move in houses. But they don't want to tell you how much at the start of lesbianism they get into, huh? Well, you gotta understand that a lot of our time we need to protect each other. See, this is funny. When men join up, we don't talk about protection. We talk about progress. Okay? Okay? If you're not suitable for me, why do I need you? Why get mad at the man being a man? I'm getting tired of all this holier than thou bullshit. Before I go in here at 2 o'clock to qualify for another weapon system and also qualify for instructor later this week or next week, I'm going to ask you, what do we get? If we're loyal to you, what is the problem? If you're tired of us as men, we implore you, go seek better. But you know what happens? You can't get better. The fundamental issue and difference between men and women, the older we get, the more options we get, the older you get, the walls are closed. I do got to lay some things down on black women's feet. Because one, if you wanted a better black man, why didn't you build them from the ones you birthed? You wanted a better community, but no. You wanted to be strong and independent. And when you get all used up, that's when you want to settle down. When men don't look at you the same, that's when you want to get married. Wayward women and simp-ass men are the downfall of any society. You don't want to push your boys like they're leaders. You don't want to give them the authority and power of a leader, but you sure want to give them the accountability of one. sure want to shit on his dreams. More than likely in the black community, black mothers and fathers will encourage their girls to go to college, but they'll encourage their sons to get a job to help with bills that he didn't create. Hey, black boy and young black man, fuck your dreams. Go out there and work. Never attaining enough wealth, never attaining enough knowledge. And what happens? Because mama's scared that he's going to leave and be a real man, she can't stand the fact that he's going to go out there and do something with himself. So because mama too lazy and most likely too worn out to get a man, she got to keep the man that she made. Every time your son meets a new woman, you act like a jealous bitch-ass girlfriend. Some of these fathers out here like that too. When your son want to make a move, you scared that he's going to be better than you. He's supposed to be. I don't get it. You want to make a withdrawal of good black men, but you never put a deposit of good black men at all. At all. There it is. Y'all been watching me the whole week. I haven't asked any complex questions. I made it as simplistic as possible. And these so-called married and degreed women can't even listen to me. But yet, you're expecting black men who made it through the cesspool we call a community to come back and help raise the community forward and your children that you made with somebody else. What's up, everybody? I'm listening. EAL, Electrician, Mr. Excelsior, The Hawk TV, Mel, Sun is Hot Raw, and whoo, Assalamu alaikum, Phil. You expect that hard-working, high-degreed, high-in-salary tradesman to come back and resurrect your life. Who does that? The same man you rejected while he was on his journey to success. He's supposed to come back and help you. Who does that? The same man for 30 or 40 years who had to listen to his mother say black men ain't shit, niggas ain't shit, supposed to come back for you and your children. I love it when the women of these panels tell me I'm a bitter baby mama, I'm misogynist, I'm all this other shit, which I'm not. Nor do their words even sting, not even a little. But I'm going to ask this question historically. Historically, why should black men like you? Why should black men trust you? Why? When you look at history, you betrayed us. You kept our kids away from us. You destroyed our infrastructure. You literally handed the jobs black men fought for in civil rights, bled for, and sometimes even died for. You handed them to the hands of white women. And those same white women are coming to get your your most high valued men. Hispanic women and white women are attacking you at both sides. White women are going for the top tier black men, and Hispanic women are going for the lower rung. Where does that leave you? You don't even do things in your best interest, man. And you got niggas like Amiri and others who lie to you and you soak it up. Even showing his grandbaby, which is a cute little girl, by the way. But at the same time, you're accusing black men of doing the same thing your kids are doing. Are they married? Because I'm going to tell you the same thing I told Antoine. Regardless if I'm married to a broad or not, guess what? I still have a responsibility to my child. But see, we don't want to talk about shit until the mirror starts pointing back at you. We don't want to look at logic. We don't want to look at the fact that a black man deserves to be treated with respect and dignity. Black men's demands are just very few and simple. Fit, friendly, feminine, inspirational, supportive, submissive, caring, loving. What's so hard about that? You're the ladies who have the first dibs to every successful black man, and you fucked it over. How? How? Make that shit make sense, please. Are you training your girls to be wives? Or are you sabotaging them and putting them in a lane of perpetual loneliness? You're getting complaints about, well, that black man, he marrying that white girl. Nah. That's the nigga you overlook. You want the ability to go fuck some little hood boy because he makes your pussy wet. Marry him. Be accountable for your decisions. Be proud that you got low tier sperm in your belly. Be proud of that. Take it up. And then when men hold you accountable, your body, your choice, don't get mad. Don't get upset. It's a wonderful thing. You wanted equality? We'll give it to you. We'll ignore you like anybody else. You're not special anymore. You're equal. See how that shit flips back? You're not special anymore. You're equal. Why would a man who's 40 and wants a family deal with a woman who's 40 who has a family? Where does that man actually and factually benefit? The answer is ding ding, he doesn't. No black man or no man, period, wants to pay for more of a woman than the man got her before him when she was new. A lot of chicks I find funny. They want a man to take them out to this type of restaurant, that type of place, and this type of. Did your baby daddy have to pay that price? Did that nigga have to pay heavy? You're trying to convince men to buy a brand new showroom car price for a heavily rented out Pinto. Especially you women who got two or more children's fathers. You got pregnant by the second guy. You didn't get married to him either? But I hope you listening to Mary, but we're not supposed to talk about this shit, right? You don't want to talk about how nobody's checking for old hoes. Like a lot of these old chicks are like Otis. Ain't nobody come to see him. Independence has a heavy cost, man. A very heavy cost. You know what happens when you tell men for decades, I don't need one? He's like, well, bet. Cool. I'm going to find me a chick who does. Whether it be another black woman from overseas or somebody outside of his culture and race. You talk the biggest shit and could never back it up. You're a failure. And salute to the Roger Report. Because any woman that couldn't get married by 30, you're a loser. You're a loser. It's like a dude who can't move out the house. And I can understand if he's working on something like a PhD or some type of STEM degree. But if you can't make it out the house by 30 or land a good job or a career, you're usually considered a loser. What's the difference now? Oh, what I'm saying might hurt a female's feelings. Okay. What's up, Enigma, Mike and Vince, Elongo Savage, Snowman? Think about it, right? What loyalty does a black man really owe you when you took away his jobs, his college, his education, his housing, his family? Give me one reason why we should stay loyal to this community, a community that defecated on us. None of these niggas are going to answer this question. None of these females are going to answer this question. You don't want men who are pursuing endeavors that will actually thrust us into the next century. You love this hood shit. You adore it. It's almost piss poor to know that later and later generations, kids like my son may come to a time, like BGS always say, there's going to be a time where they know of not of Joseph. They're not going to know of solid black families. Why should we care? You raised us in some of the most dangerous places on the planet. Let's look at the greatness of single motherhood, independence of women. What great leaps did women cause when they got their so-called independence? What vaulted strength did they display? What benefits did we inquire? Somebody, please answer me. Chat, panel, anybody. And I dare one of these detractors to come on because I got 30 to 40 good minutes before I got to take these rifles and qualified shoot. I dare anybody to challenge me on this shit. What the fuck did we, as a society, as a community, and a race of people, benefit off of your fucking independence? But you won't say shit. You won't say it. You want men that can compete with white men and Asian men? You got to build them from the ground up. But you're so scared and cowardly to put the focus on your boys that you would rather them suffer through the hell of mediocrity and obsolescence just for the sake of repairing your own damaged and broken ego. Now, of course, I'm going to salute the black mothers who raise their daughters to be wives, feminine, fit, friendly, their sons to be leaders, masculine, intelligent, bold, strong, willed. But the number of you are so few and far between, it's not even calculable. It's incredible how everything's laid at the feet of the most oppressed, the most miseducated, the most homeless, the most incarcerated, the most discriminated. How are you going to hold us to that standard when everybody else gets a fucking free pass, including you? It's incredible. Because one thing I'm going to tell you, believe it or not, Men do better when they're by themselves and they focus. Once a man gets his accomplishments down, that's when he needs to take a woman seriously. And I'm going to say this to you and anybody else who has an issue. What's up, Namer? I bet you know who's on that thumbnail. If you know anything about Ethiopian culture, you know exactly who's on that thumbnail. See, the craziness of it is, just like the man who's on that picture, he was a visionary. He could see far into the future. A strategic genius when it comes to battle. See, men have the responsibility of thinking 5 steps ahead. We have to think 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20 years ahead. Because we know one wrong move, we don't get the forgiveness. We don't get the parachute that women and other races of people do. What's up, beastly nerd? It's fucking amazing how men are being told what they can't do instead of being supported that they can do anything. You want to put us into the factuals of menial work. Yep, Menelik II. He kicked the living shit out of the Italians in the first Ethiopian Italian war. Kicked the shit out of them. Even though Italy had superior weapons, he was the superior strategist and wiped the floor with Italy. That's why it was the land that couldn't be conquered. But guess what? Was he supported by his subjects? Did he have rule and good idea of the terrain? Did he both know himself and his enemy? See, a lot of people think that men, especially black men, can just rub a genie out of a goddamn lamp and the wish is your command. Sorry, buddy. Doesn't happen that way. Sorry. See, when I tell you that I'm an intelligent guy, that I have to hide it a lot of times, I really do mean it. But I do get my moments of saying, fuck that. I'm going to give you the full clip of this shit. And you know I hate saying clip because it's supposed to be a magazine or belt fed. Clip is with the bullets come on sliding on that little rail on. See, Milanek II and his strategies are being taught in every war college around the world. He gave more L's in battle than most love songs, starting off with la 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 la. Because he was aware of his reality. He didn't fight with the army he wanted. He fought with the army he had. Of course he's ducking, Lord Juno, because I'm going to ask him, if we're leaving relationships, why do we have a higher percentage married and raw numbers married? See, one of the biggest things about military science, you must understand that you must understand reality before you can make anything else a possibility. If you gave us great women, if you gave us great men, of course we're going to beget great children. Why should we keep the duty of being husbands when you forsaken the duty of being wives? It's always a black man got to do this. No, 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 no. God damn it, no. Why can't you do your duty and worry about that while I worry about mine? If you really were pro-black, if you really were your people, why can't you do it correctly? Why can't you be held accountable? And those who are detractors, I'm going to say something to you. When hasn't black men been held accountable? When haven't we? Shout out the sun is hot raw. Charles, don't raise your blood pressure going back and forth with these unruly concubines and modern time court justice. Woo! Salute. Facts. I don't even get my blood pressure raised with these jackasses. Because like I always tell you, like the other day when those two ladies came up here, it was good content, man. I was making a good amount of money off of that shit, man. I put things out there for you to replay when you're dealing with these straggle maggle daggles. And you can literally press play at a certain time during when it starts and let women and simps hear it live. Live. This is not only an intellectual time capsule, but it's also a monetary gain for myself. Well, women never take it. I'm going to ask you a lot of questions in this chat. When has your mother ever apologized to you? I'll start there. Unfortunately, black men are held at a greater level of accountability than other races of men. However, it is out of contempt for black men, not due to receiving great powers. It's further subjugation. Of course, you can't come to a relationship with somebody else's kids, but she can. But yet, I'm supposed to sit here and toil to the sweat of my brow. For what? For fucking what? If you have a woman that actually apologizes to you when she's wrong, and she actually apologizes and she's sincere, you better keep her. And she does something to actually make up that that transgression, you better keep her. Think about it. Look at all these guys saying their mother never. How the hell does the person who birthed you never even apologizes to you? You know, it's worse is when you should apologize, but you still don't. That's criminal, man. It's criminal. But then we never get asked this important question: why should we still be here? Why can't black men be like black women? If you can't submit, then I quit. If you can't submit, then I quit. Think about it. Like Beastly Nerd said, his mom died with them having unresolved issues. At least men will take in consideration, you know what, this is my deathbed, all right, time to make amends and not leave these kids mentally fucked. No, no, no. Black man always gotta be on the high ground morally. Black man always subjugated to somebody else's rule and thoughts. Black man ain't shit unless he could do something for you. They took our humanity and our humility. But yet, but yet, we're supposed to have the high moral ground. They can be as emotional, disruptive, break up our families. They can do all kinds of shit to us. You could bear false witness against me. It's fucking amazing, man. It's crazy. I gotta ask this one question of black women. Are you the examples of women your son should marry? Would you want your son to marry a woman like you? And why? I think I'm a good woman. Are you feminine? Well, are you submissive? Nah. Well, then why should he be around you? Why? Nobody wants to answer those hard questions, man. They never were. They never were. Even when we were in slavery, there were times when that black man didn't do what that woman did. She goes run and get the slave master, the overseer, to discipline the black man. How many black men were accosted by the Klan because he didn't do what his woman wanted him to do? You know why she did it? Because she knew that she was going to be alone. She didn't want you to be a man. Because then you come back and you look at her different and say, wait a minute, you fucked me over. Shout out to Raw's Hot again with the pound. The 10, I don't know what they call it. The 10 pounds, I guess. My mom, not only was she hella disrespectful to me, but she also told a lie on me, and she still expects me to greet her when I went to see my sister. I walked past her, she wasn't even there. That's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. You got mothers who really do this nasty, dirty shit to their sons. And we're supposed to get along with the same fucking women to make families with, and we can't even do this with our mothers. For God's sakes, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm just sick of it. I look at these motherfuckers here, and I'm like, I know you see this shit. I know goddamn well you see this shit. Stop acting like we don't know. Yes, Namer. There are some black women who were married to black men, fucking a Klansman. That's why we come up with the term redhead stepchild. Not only have the baby by the Klansman, but if that black man says something or does something she doesn't like, she will enlist her little side daddy of the Klan to go beat him up and cost him. That's part of the history they don't want you to know. Sickening. But yet we're supposed to raise families and we got all these emotional things because of people in our lives. And then who carries the fucking shit? The women we meet? I used to hate it for the longest time. If a mother, if you got a fucked up mother and you're dating a woman and they get along fine, you might have to drop that bitch. Mm-mm. It's disturbing. But nobody wants to take an accountability that being raised in black America was not fun. It was a hellhole. Because you chose single mothers, because you chose to be single mothers, you gave your fucking kids abject poverty. Because you chose single mothers, you robbed them of their masculinity from their father. Because you chose to be single mothers, there was nobody to protect the home. And how many young boys and young girls were molested? Because you chose to be single mothers, look at the disturbing violence that's begotten our fucking community. Because you allowed knuckleheads to take rule instead of men. The men didn't leave, you pushed them out. Anytime, anytime you got black men saying I'm a travel, yeah, you're right. They're waking up in cold sweats because they're like, you know what? The jig is up. Fuck you, I'm out. The jig is up. Fuck you, I'm out. If you want me to do a longer, in-depth live stream and actually have a panel about this shit, give me a woo in the chat if you want me to do one later on tonight. Because I'm about to go get these rifles, go qualify, have some fun. Depending on how many woos I get. See, that's that bullshit. You know what? give me about 4 minutes to address this bullshit. I need some woos if you want me to do this live stream tonight. It's your responsibility to get the help you mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Stop having relationships with women until you're healed or you're part of the... Fuck you. Don't even block her, because I love it when a detractor comes. Because we make money off of the stupid. Why the fuck should we even give a fuck anymore? First and foremost, we already are mentally normal because we see the world for what it is, not for what we want it to be. Y'all the ones who want this mythical man. You don't deserve shit from us. No, don't sniper. Don't snipe. We should enjoy when detractors come. We should enjoy when they come, because it's another opportunity to debunk a dumbass. See, why don't you talk about the bitches who put black men through some mental illness? Why don't you talk about the bitches who put black men through mental illness? See, I'm going to ask God to help you to be honest, help you to stop being deceptive. Y'all the ones who looking for this, like cool gamers, like Superfly Gamer said, for some mystical dicks. You're the ones who are raising your kids in the most dangerous neighborhoods in the world. I love it when y'all come up here with your stupidity. You know why? Because you don't have any fucking care in the world. You don't give a fuck. And you just proved it with that fucking comment. You, my dear, are the gift that keeps on giving. You are the reason why brothers are getting their records cleared and getting passports. Not me. It's you. Instead of actually taking some accountability and say, yeah, we do need to treat our brothers a little bit better. We do need to get in shape. We do need to be much more pleasant. You still blame us for the trauma that women put on us. That's the bastards that you truly are. Man, I'm about to go pack up these bags with these rifles and this ammo, and we're going to be back later on. Woo! Thank you for being a gift that keeps on giving. No. Nope. You pointed it out to black men. That's you. That's all you. Your selfishness and I can't take an L mentality shows out each and every time. Thank you for proving me right once again. You get the help first because we already been healed. The healing is getting the fuck out of the black community. Choosing a better woman. That's what our healing became. Going out there and doing what you want to do first before anybody else. I don't hate anybody. I just tell the unabashful truth, unapologetically. Because I'm going to tell you one thing before another, before I get out of here. Clean your own house before you go inspecting others. Because if we take history of the black community, minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, year by year, decade by decade, score by score, century by century, you betrayed us more than we ever betrayed you. You couldn't even say one positive thing. We couldn't even say we'll be better women. We'll try to be better women. We'll help you. We'll be submissive. We'll be caring to you. Nope, you had to blame it on us. But till later on tonight, fellas and ladies, woo! And we out.